We're studying IGCSE physics, mathematics, and we're starting transformations practice 1. Now in this class, let's just recap what we did in the last class. We did everything about transformations, right? We just recap it today. Then agenda would be practice questions and recap transformation methods. Now, quick, get your notebook ready. I'm going to give you a few questions which you have to solve.
Okay, so this will be
no drawing.
Yeah, that's what I was asking.
No drawing. Well, not necessarily drawing, but you'll have to check the coordinates and apply the vectors and everything, right? You know the methods. Just a second.
Sir, I also had a doubt.
Yes.
In the class, we were trying to find this. We had this question in the textbook. Try to find the center of rotation. They rotated the shape. We need to find the center. How do we do that?
How do we do that? All right, I'll tell you how we do that. Just a second. Now you have to. Okay. For that, there are two ways. You can you'll use the tracing paper. One. The other way is to join the lines together. We'll see how we do that. Just a second. I'll do a question on that. Let's start with this question first. I think we have done it. This one. Start solving it. Question 1.
Yeah.
Is enlargement.
You have to. Okay. Now first, Anas, read the question.
Describe fully the single transformation that maps triangle A onto triangle B.
Anas, what does it look like to you?
Enlargement.
Enlargement. It is enlargement. But one thing is, it's going from A on to B, right? Let's first join all the sides together. Let's see what happens.
Can I annotate?
Yes, you can. Go on.
Okay.
Try solving it. Shreya, you can also annotate. We can do a small competition if it's okay. I'm going to give you 2 questions on the screen. Shreya, Manvi, start doing it on the board. This is Manvi's side. This is Shreya's side. Anas, you have to do it with me, right? Now, Anas, we know it is enlargement, right? But it's 3 marks. It's 3 marks. So we need 3 things. Now, when we're doing enlargement, Anas, what other factors are involved? What other things are involved? I gave the answer. What other things are involved? Tell me. Anas, talk to me.
Yeah.
So for enlargement, we have factor. We have also have the center, right? So you told me it's enlargement, so we got 1 mark. But what is the factor? What is the center of enlargement?
Yeah, so center of enlargement we find by matching the points and extending it to a point where all the lines cross.
Cross. Perfect. That's a great answer. So center is basically draw the lines. We have done this in class already. Draw the lines and join to see to find center. Now wherever the lines join, that's where the center is. Like this, how they're doing it. Now Shreya, Manvi, it's a competition. Who does it first is always obviously better. Shreya, are you on your mobile phone or your computer?
Mobile.
So where's your computer? I prefer you to join with your computer, right?
Yeah, the problem is, as I told you, I'm getting a new computer and I've ordered it, but yeah, it'll take time for it to arrive and set up.
And what about the old computer, the laptop?
No, he's like the person who's gonna fix it. He said that the whole display is gone, so I might as well purchase a new one.
I see. All right. Now I am quite a computer guy, right? So you can also ask me for help if you need any. Now we have ordered
Okay.
it already. So that's good.
Yeah.
Now Shrey, not Shrey, Anas.
My points aren't that clear. I'm not able to draw properly on this.
Just a second,
So
I'll do it for you. Should I?
yeah, that'd be great. So I'll just erase mine then.
Erase yours. Now, Anas, this is how we're doing it, right? Join the same
Yeah.
points. Now, first thing, man, we didn't do that was to label the points. So how do we start? We label them first. A, B, C,
C,
and let's
then
call
A
it.
naught,
So this
B
was
naught.
A dash, B dash, C dash, right? That's the second one.
Yeah.
Okay,
A onto
so
B. Yeah, so this is A, B, C. Now we'll join it. Join this guy. It joins at, I think, right here at -1, 3. Right? Any doubts? Feel
No.
free to ask me.
okay, so it joins at -1 and 3, right?
-1 and 3. That's the center.
Okay, even though I'm on phone and it's somewhat
It somewhat
not
does make
accurate.
sense. It does
Yeah.
make sense.
Okay.
So that's fine. Okay. Now, what do we do after this? We have to find these factors. Now, we know the first thing
No,
always is
here's
to
my
label the
paper.
points. We have
Should
done it.
I send the screenshot, send the photo of the answer on WhatsApp?
Do it. Yeah. Go on. Hurry up. Now, Anas, how do I find the scale factor? We take any two sides.
Yeah.
What is written here? We take any two sides and we divide them. So we take any two
Yeah, we
sides.
take, for example, we take A and B and then divide by, yeah.
AB. Now it would be much better if I take any vertical sides, or even if you take slanted sides, you should only take the x or y value. Fine. So if I take these sides, let's say if I take AC and if I take AC right, A dash C dash, what do I have to do? Well, I have to take the AC on the top like this. So the factor is going to be factor K is AC on the top, and at the bottom we have A dash C dash. So first tell me, Anas, what is the size of AC? How many units is it?
4.
4. Y, it's in y-axis, right? And so always take y divided by y or x divided by x. Now A dash C dash,
2.
right? Can you hear me properly? It's
Yeah.
2. So the answer is how much?
2.
2. Just a second. Triangle A onto triangle B. No, we don't do that. Yeah, it's actually flipped, isn't it? It's flipped. Just a second. The correct answer would be A dash C B dash divided by AB. Check your notebooks for the formula. It's all there. That's the correct formula. Let's do it again. A dash C dash, the one which has divided by
So the answer is going to be
By
1/2.
half. So all I have to write here is this is enlargement. That's 1 mark. Then the second thing Anna says, tell me.
Enlargement of 2/4.
Of factor, let's say factor half by center -1, 3. Any questions, anyone?
No.
Shreya also got half, right? Now that's that. Now we don't have matrices, so let's forget that.
And even though I'm late, but I was like typing it and then went back to the screen to refer, and then like my answer was gone. But
I see, but
I
your
texted it to
answer
you.
is it's correct. It's good.
I sent the answer. Is that right?
I'll check it just a second.
Yeah.
Now, meanwhile, try this one. This is rotation. Start, hurry up. Everyone, I need the answer in your notebook. Manvi, I'm checking your answer.
Okay, it's x is equal to 1, right? The line.
Yes, Manvi, X is equals to 1 where? Yes, that's equals to 1. Yes.
X, okay, what?
Yeah, Manvi, your answer is wrong. Why is that?
I don't know.
Yeah, just a second. Your answer is wrong. I'll tell you why. Because you have a scale factor. You said scale factor of 2, but it's always
Yeah.
k is a dash c dash any enlarged size divided by the original. Original is always at the bottom, right?
Yeah,
So it's going to be 2 by 4 over here.
it's 4 by 2.
No, but the smaller one is the one we're in last. So it's going triangle A
Oh,
onto
okay.
triangle B. So it's not always the bigger one.
Okay, yeah.
A is going on to B. So we're going to take the original at the
Okay.
bottom and the new at the top. 2 by 4. Now try this
So
one.
would I still get like 2 marks for it?
Yes, you will get 2 marks.
Okay.
Now, Anas, read the question. Shreya, I need the answer in WhatsApp.
All right. Draw the
How do
image.
you find the center of rotation?
Center of rotation, we'll talk about that. How do we find it? Well, your job is to see, let's see, I'll tell you just a second. First, let's do the first question first, all right? Then we'll find it.
Okay, so do I read the
Anas,
question?
read the question. Yes, hurry up.
Okay. Draw the image when triangle A is reflected in the line x equals 1.
Okay, reflected x is equals to 1. Where's line x equals to 1? Tell me, how do I make it?
So x is equals to 1 is right there. Wait, I'll draw it.
Draw it.
Like that.
Okay, I don't know
Yes,
how to
exactly.
do the reflection. I don't wanna like draw the graph and all that, right?
Okay, you don't have to draw the graph. All you have to do is, we do know that, look, this is the line here. Now you just have to give me the vectors, the position vector, the column vectors. Let's label the point first, right? A, B, and C. First, give me the points. What are A, B, C?
Okay, A is 3,3, B is 3,4, and C is 6,3.
6, 3.
Oh,
Now
okay,
A
I got
dash.
how to do center of rotation. I sent the answer on WhatsApp.
All right. Okay. Now, yeah. Okay, we have gotten this. Now we have to find A dash, B dash, and C dash. Now all you have to do is you have to go in the opposite directions. Just a second. Right. Now, if you look over here, what is the if you look right here, how many units is
Yeah.
this from the line?
2, 2.
2.
So B is
this will
gonna be 2 units that side in the same direction.
okay.
And A is like respectively same, and C is also like 5 units to that side.
So if this guy is 5 from this side, it has to be 5 from that side as well. So
Hmm.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That makes our shape. Okay. Our shape is done. Now next question. Now we'll need these guys in a few seconds. Draw the image when the triangle is translated by vector -2, 3. So how do I do translation? What is the method? Tell me.
So do you like add them by -2?
Exactly. We add them, add the vectors. We take 3,
Yeah.
3, and we're going to add these vectors -2, 3. This is for
Yeah, so
translation.
it's going to be 3.
Translation
1.
is, give me the answer in what in your notebook, Anas. Add all the vectors and send it to me. Now translation is, first step was to label and
Oh, I won't be able
write
to send it on WhatsApp.
position vector. Then in the chart, Anas. Second step was to add the add translation vector. So I've gotten all of these guys. I've gotten the translation vector as well. All I have to do is add the translation vector to the position vectors. So 3, 4 plus minus 2, 3 and 6, 3 plus minus 2, 3.
Can you check my answer?
I'll check your answer just a second. Anas, no, that's not correct. You have to add them. So the y values are correct, but the x values are not correct. Check your answer, Anas. Now, Manvi, the single transformation, right? That's part B. Okay, just a second. Let me see.
Yeah, I sent the answer on WhatsApp.
No, the center is not correct. Right? We'll look at how to do that in a second. Now the easiest way is by the tracing paper, but there's another way which we'll see.
I think it's correct.
Anas, no, it's not correct. I'll tell you the answers. Manvi, tell me the answers for these quick. Add them.
Okay, so A dash is 1 and 6.
6. Anas,
B
check your
dash
answer.
is 1 and 7.
Adding. Okay.
Okay. Now you
And
understand.
C dash is 4 and 6.
4 and 6.
Yeah.
All you have to do is plot it. So you
I
can
thought
plot
you said that the top numbers were wrong.
the bottom numbers were wrong. Top are correct.
Yeah.
Right? So 1, 6. Where's 1, 6? Right here. So my eye shape will look something like this. That's done. Now, next thing is to see how we get the center of rotation. Now, before we do center of rotation, let's do enlargement. How do we do enlargement? Can someone tell me?
First, we find the center point. First we label the shape.
Labeled it ABC.
Then you find the center of enlargement.
Just a second, we'll take it below. Okay, let's remove all of this. Okay, so we'll get the center, which is 4, 5, right? Which is 4 is x and 5 is y. So 4, 5, right here. That's my center. Oh. Now my job is to just label the points A, B, C. Done. What is the next step? Read from your notebook.
And you're supposed to draw lines. And yeah, you're supposed to draw lines. Yeah, and and then to find the scale factor, or you can also translate use vectors.
So I need the vector method.
Okay, 1 second. Looking at it.
Shreya, tell me the vector method quick. First step is label points and okay, find what? Find column vectors.
From origin.
Not origin, center. Origin is for scale factor.
Yeah. Never mind.
From the center of what? Center of the enlargement.
Center of enlargement. Yeah.
Okay. Now this is the method. Now, if I said position vector, that would be from the origin, but column vectors are not from the origin. Second step is multiply scale factor. All right? 2 column vectors. 2-step process. How do we do it? Let's first write the column vector for A. Tell me what is it? Shreya.
A. So from the center, right?
So we go down once and we go left once. So what is it?
Or we could go right once and then
Downwards.
oh,
The same
oh,
thing. Let's
right.
bring it down here. Let's bring it here. Same thing.
Yeah. Fine. So then it'll be -1 -1.
-1 because we're going backwards.
Yeah.
-1 and we're going down -1. So -1 -1. Now how do we go to B?
B will be -1 -2.
So everything is same, but he's going downwards twice.
Yeah.
That's -2. So -1 and in y-axis -2. Y is below. Now for C, all you have to do is go like this
2 2.
from here to here and downwards 2
2 -2. Wait. 2 -2.
to -2. Now we have that. We have all of these ready. Now, what is the factor given in the question?
Factor is
So multiply
It is
2.
2.
two.
Two.
Right? It's just 2. So all you have to do is multiply all of these. So A dash is -1 -1 times 2. B dash, C dash, right? I think that's obvious. Now you have to know all of these formulas by heart, or the method at least. 2 minus 2 into 2. What is the final answer?
-2 and -2 again.
Okay, and for the other one?
Oh no, -2 and -4.
So
And
-2 minus
-2 and
4.
-4.
This would be -4. No, 4 minus 4. That's what we have. Now all I have to do is basically
plot
from the center, plot the points by column vector. So I have to go -2 and then -2. So I'll go -2 and I'll go -2 again. What is this point? That's A dash.
We go from O, right?
Always from O, yes, in enlargement, because these are column vectors. In scale
When we
factor,
go
in
minus-
translation, these were position vectors. So that is why we were going from the origin. Now we have this. So the first point is there, A dash. Then we go -2, -4. And now tell me, how do I go? -2,
We go -2 and then go down 4.
down 4. So this is my next B dash. For C dash, where is it? It's +4, then -4. So I go +4, +4, and then I go down 4. That's my C dash. This is what my new shape looks like.
Then
Any questions?
Center, right?
Well, center, I know center, right? It's there. O. O is the center. They wanted us to draw it, Anna. So we draw it. We drew it. It's correct. Now describe fully the single transformation that maps triangle A onto triangle B. How do we do that? Well, it's a rotation. This I don't think we have done this in class yet. I need every one of you to pay attention. Quick. This is something new. This is rotation. Finding
Wait, so
center rotation.
rotation is easy, right? All you have to do is get a tracing paper and then draw the triangle A and then rotate it.
Yeah, that's easy. But if you had the
That's
tracing
the
paper, what if
point.
you don't have tracing paper?
And if we have the tracing paper, we still don't find the center of rotation.
Now we do. So I'll show you the tracing paper method first. All right, the easy one first. Tracing paper, rotation. It's a life hack, to be honest. So I would recommend that you have it at least to check the answers. Otherwise, I don't want any panic in the exam, because we're preparing for the final exams, right? We need to get full marks in the final exams. Rotation, tracing paper. So first thing first, we'll get our tracing paper right here. Okay. Imagine this is my tracing paper. They're asking us triangle A onto B. We need to be clear about this. What is being converted? So again, going from A to B. This shape to this shape. Fine. So what I'll do is I'll first draw this shape on my tracing paper. And okay. And all I'll do is I'll make a straight line like this. Now, if I rotate this shape, let's see what happens. Just a second. Now, if I rotate this guy, let's see, to get here, Just a second, not that one. Okay, let's see. Now this is what I have. Okay, now I need to have an axis from the center. But how do I find the center? That's the big question. Okay. Now if I rotate this guy, just a second. Sort second. Right. If I rotate it, it must end up right here. Okay. But how can I rotate? How do I rotate it? That's the big question. So let's see. All you have to do is take this shape or let's see. Okay. Now when you make this right here, you'll rotate this paper. Okay. When you rotate the paper, you have to rotate it in such a way that this shape matches with that, right? And you'll realize that this point, okay, we'll look at the tracing paper one afterwards. I'll just show you the mathematical one.
Yeah, because with tracing paper, it's mostly trial and error.
Yeah, that's a lot better. Now we need a proper tracing paper as well. So I'll show you that afterwards. So we'll just do the method. Now look, this is how we solve it. All you have to do is take 2 points. Choose any 2 points. Let's label this as well. This is A dash. So this is
A
C
and B.
dash.
Okay.
This is A dash. This is B dash, right? That's it? No, that's not it. This is B dash. And this is A dash. Fine. Now let's join these points together. A dash with A, B dash with B, C dash with C. Is that correct? Yeah, that's correct. Now all I have to do is let's only choose 2. Manvi, what did you choose?
I chose C and A.
C and A. So let's forget B for now. We have these 2 guys. Now all you have to do is, if you find the perpendicular bisector for this line,
That passes through.
and if I find the perpendicular bisector for the other line, where does it intersect? Just a second. I'll draw it with a different color. Let's say with this color.
7 and 4.
So Anas gave us the answer already. Right here. So this is your center. Is this easier for you? So
Yeah,
that's the
yeah,
method. That's how
definitely.
I did it in exam. Well, there's another way by tracing paper, but I need the exact paper for it, right? So
Yeah.
all you have to will write it down. Write this in notebook because we haven't done this yet. So method of finding center of rotation. Step 1, label points and connect corresponding points. Second, connect corresponding points, or let's say, yeah, connect corresponding points. Join is also fine. Now find perpendicular bisector of lines. The intersection is the center. So find where perpendicular bisector of lines intersect for center. 2-step again. So we know that, okay, now we have this here. Okay, I know the center. Now, how do I find the angle of rotation? Manvi, how do I find the angle of rotation?
That's 90 degrees.
90 degrees. Well, you can see it, but there's another way of doing it. What you do
Because we
is,
only have 90, 180, 360, and 270, right?
you can have 30 degrees as well, sometimes.
Oh, okay.
So, okay, how do we do this? Join any corresponding points to the center, measure the angle between them.
Oh, okay.
That's 90
That's
degrees,
easy.
right? Easy?
Yeah.
And now all you have to do is rotate, well, you have to see how is it rotating, anti-clockwise or clockwise? Well, obviously it's going clockwise. So 90 degree clockwise. So write this in your notebook as well. Method of finding angle of rotation. Label points and join corresponding points to center. Measure angle.
Could you move the cursor thing? Yeah.
Anas, any doubts? Share.
No. So it is a 90 degrees rotation.
Yeah.
That's the
How
answer.
do I know that? How did I find it? Well, after I find the center, sometimes center will be given. If it's not given, find the center. Then join two corresponding sides with the center. Okay. And then with your protractor, measure the angle. What is the angle over here? So the angle is 90 degrees, right?
How do you measure it with a protractor? I never used a protractor before.
Then do you have a protractor with you right now?
Yeah.
Okay, then actually, I'll show it to you then. Shreya, are you writing?
I am.
Okay, let's look at a protractor right here. Anas, can you see the protractor on the screen?
Yep.
Now all I have to do is make it let's just bring it right here. Where do I bring it? To this origin. To the, not the
Sir, I
origin,
had
sorry,
it
the
out.
center. Yes, Manvi.
What is the bisector of an angle? Because we were doing a question in class.
Okay, I'll get to that in a second, all right? Now,
Yeah.
Anas, look at this. We have the protractor. Can you see the highlighted part? Below it, you can see the lines here. All you have to do is make sure that one of these lines, either this line or either this line or this line is at the base, right here. Is that clear?
Yeah.
This line or this line has to be at the base. So I'll take this side as the base. Now all I have to do is I have to match these sides. So they are matching now. Got it? Now what you have to do after this is you can directly measure the angle. Just a second. Now look, where do I find it? This line, it is exactly at 90, right? So what is the angle, Anas, between these two lines? Look at the angle.
Oh,
It
90.
is exactly 90. The angle is 90 degrees. Just a second.
What,
Okay.
what if
90.
it's a little bit more than 90?
Then it won't be like that. Perhaps your diagram is wrong. I haven't drawn it perfectly. That's why it was a little bit more. It won't be 89 degrees, just to be honest. It won't be 78 degrees. The only options you can get are 90, 180, 36, not 360. You'll get, well, yeah, let's say 360. Or you'll also have 45 degrees, you'll have 30 degrees. These are possible. But not 29 degrees. Those are not possible. So I think you understand how you measure the angle with protractor. Now, Manvi, what was your question? Angle bisector?
Yeah. What's a bisector of an angle? Because there was this, and using a compass only.
Compass, yes, we have to use the compass. For the bisector right here, I didn't show you how to use the compass. So we'll look at that in a second. Have you written this, Anas, Shrey?
For the bisector of a line using a compass, it's easy. But how do you do it for an angle?
We'll do the angle. We'll do that. Right now, we'll do it. Now, method of rotation of finding or method of rotating. I'll give it here as well. Label points. All you have to do is and draw shape on tracing paper. Join one, let's say, join one side or one point with center and rotate tracing paper. Fine. That's how it works. Join one point with center to make axis of rotation, and rotate tracing paper. So technically what I'm saying is make your drawing like this, then join it with the center of rotation, okay? Then rotate the shape in such a way that this line, the axis is 90 degrees. And when the axis is 90 degrees, automatically your shape will match up with the correct diagram. Fine? So you're not rotating the shape, you're rotating the axes. I hope that's clear. Let's say rotate axes using tracing paper. Now, we were talking about the angle bisector, right? Has everyone written these
Yes, sir.
points?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay, then. Fine. Angle and line bisector. Or line. No, that's not line, it's perpendicular bisector. And angle bisector. This is from drawing geometry. I think geometry, chapter number 11. I'm not sure. How do
Yeah.
we do it?
Also, can you tell us the law thing where I don't know, M1 into M2 is equal to something, right?
We'll do that perhaps in the chapter for coordinate geometry, all right, Manve? Properly.
Yeah.
Now, just a second. Yeah. Dhruv, can you hear me? Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
All right, how are you doing?
I'm doing great, sir. How about you?
I'm great as well. Now, are you studying? Are you writing things in your notebook?
Yes, sir.
Now, from now, whatever we're writing, it should be in your notebook. All right. If you have any questions, ask me. I didn't
Sure,
notice
sir.
you so far. So
Okay,
from now,
sir.
just write everything. Now we have a line right here. Let's make a line. Firstly, we'll make a line like this. Now my job is to find, or let's say I make a line like this. How do I find the perpendicular bisector, Manvi? Tell me.
Okay, so you take a line and you take a compass and you measure more than half of the line with the compass, like eyeball it at one point and put the point of your compass at one point. Make an arc.
Okay, let's do that. Let's do that. So you
Yeah.
have your compass right here. Can you see that?
Yeah. So
Now, all
measure
I'll do
it
is-
and take
Okay.
more than half of the line when you measure it.
Okay, so more than half of the line. So let's
Yeah.
make it more than half. I think that, let's make it even bigger.
Okay,
And that
yeah,
should be
that.
more than half. That's enough.
Yeah,
Now-
and make an arc. Put the point on the starting of the line and make an arc. Then use the
Okay, so when
compass
you
on
have
the other
this,
side and make an arc.
so
Whether
you
two
make an
arcs
arc.
meet.
All right. So you make an arc not on the line, but you make the arc not here. You don't make the arc right here. Okay.
Yeah, you make it not there. Yeah.
Make it literally perpendicular to the line. So let's say one arc will be like this. That's one arc. This line which we have, this drawing, just a second. Let's make it smaller. Let's get something better. Just a second. Okay. I have this one right here. Okay. Your job is to rotate it so that from this line it goes, make an arc right here, and make an arc on the opposite side as well. So we'll have an arc like this. Fine. Then do the same thing from the other side. Let's rotate it. And you have to do the same thing from the other side. This has to be more than half of the line. How much? Anas? It has to be more than half.
More
Of
than
the
half.
line.
More than half.
So just increase it a little bit, so it's more than half. If I say the whole thing is 10 cm, okay, 10 centimeters, then just take it at 6 centimeters, somewhat like this. So your compass should look like this. The point at the end of the line, right here, and your pencil should be here. Then when you make another arc, this will look like something like this, all right? Now, after that arc is done, your job is to connect these arcs like this. And this is the perpendicular bisector. Is that clear? I'll write the method right here. Shreya, any questions? Anas, any questions?
No.
Not really. The
Dhruv, any questions?
so the bisectors
Write the method in your notebook. So first
Yeah.
thing is measure or use compass. Let's just say open compass more than half of line and make arcs on, let's say on opposite sides of line.
Yep.
Next thing is join arcs. All right, one more thing is repeat on the open compass more than half of the line. At one end of the line, you have to start at this end first. Then you have to do the same thing at the other end to get this arc thing. Otherwise, it will look like this. So first do it at one side, then do it at the other side from here. And where they join together, that's basically, you have to join from there. That's basically your line. Repeat at other end and join.
I think you can understand how to do this.
And let's read the method out loud. Now, meanwhile, I'll write the other one, the angle bisector. And let's read the method out loud here.
Bisector method. Open compass more than half of line at one end and make arcs on opposite sides of line. Repeat at other end, join arcs. That's it.
That's it.
Wait, you get the answer after you do that?
Yeah, you
Oh.
get, well, that's how you make the perpendicular bisector, by the way. Drawing, right? Making the perpendicular bisector.
Does that, like, what is the use of the perpendicular bisector?
How did I find the center of rotation on us? We joined the lines like this, okay, A and B, right? Look over here. Look at this point right here. Where is it? So what we did
So
was,
that's like,
we joined these lines, okay, and we join these lines, let's say, and when we make the perpendicular bisector, you'll realize that they join to at the perpendicular bisectors of C and B join at the center of rotation. These are the perpendicular bisector. How do I make it? I'll make an arc right here. I'll make an arc right here. And I get the perpendicular bisector of C dash and C. Then to get the perpendicular bisector of B dash and B, I'll do the same thing. So I'll have to make an arc right here and an arc over here. So this over here, this O is your center. That's how you find the center of rotation, by making perpendicular bisectors. The next thing we have is called angle bisector. There's a lot more to perpendicular bisectors, by the way. That's in coordinate geometry. We have to do that chapter separately. Now, firstly, let's have it. We have an angle right here, right? Can someone give me an estimate of the angle?
Probably 45 degrees.
45 degrees. Now I want to have a line such that it bisects the angle in such a way that both sides I get half of this. So I get 22.5
22.5, yeah.
and 22.5 on the top. So this is what is this? This line which I made right here, this black line, just a second, is the perpendicular bisector. Now the perpendicular bisector, angle bisector. Now how do we get this? Well, it's pretty easy. All you have to do is, just a second, put your compass right here, okay? I'll show it to you, just a second. By the way, Shreya, what is the portion for the test on Friday?
The maths test,
Yes.
I think it's vectors and transformations.
Vectors and
okay.
transformations.
Sorry, statistics, vectors, and transformations.
Statistics, vectors, and transformations. All right. Okay, so you have statistics. That you have to revise that. Okay. Now, just a second. Can you see the compass on the screen?
I don't think so. No.
All right. Then do a thing. I'll just make a compass myself. So let's make our own compass. You have a compass which looks like this. One end right here, and the other end should be more than half. How much?
More than half.
More than half. So if I have the other end is, let's say, right here, more than half. Now all I do is, this is my compass. I have my pencil right here. And all I'll do is, I'll rotate this and make an arc. Fine. Arc is done. Let's rotate this guy such that I make an arc over here. Then I do the same thing at the other line.
And then the point where both the arcs cross and the origin of the point where the angle is starting.
That's your angle bisector.
Yep.
So now
We've
look
been
at this.
doing perpendicular bisector and angle bisector since 4th grade. So yeah, it's pretty clear in mind.
From here, all you have to do is do the same thing over here. Now you have the pencil right here, and the pencil will rotate to get yourself in another arc, like this. Now all you have to do is join the center of the angle and the arc. Any questions?
No questions.
It's much easier than the angle bisector actually. So let's just write the method here. Not coordinate bisector, angle bisector. Angle bisector. Write the method in your notebook just to be safe. Don't skip things. Write everything I ask you to write. Because otherwise, I don't want to hear that it's not in your notebook. Or you have skipped it or perhaps something. Now the first thing is, make two arcs. Or let's say, open compass more than half. And make arc. Repeat for other line. Join arc and corner. Let's say, or join arc and let's say angle, center of angle. Fine. Any questions? Now this is angle bisector and perpendicular bisector. Write the methods in your notebook. The center of the angle is right here, by the way. Oh, right, we know that. This. And let's read it out loud.
Okay. Angle bisector method. Open compass more than half and make arc. Repeat for other line. Join arc and center of angle. Isn't it the same thing?
It is the same thing, but there's a difference. Which arcs are you joining? You're joining the center and the arc. You don't have two arcs like the other one. It's a little bit same. So I hope you don't have any doubts. Now, just to end the class, we'll do some statistics questions. We have to go with sets and coordinate geometry. I know that, but we'll do that soon. We have to focus on the whole book because, well, I know what you lack at, right, which you cannot know. Has everyone written everything? Any questions? And have you finished writing?
Yeah, I've completed everything.
Shrey, Anas?
Yeah.
Yep.